We start off by getting you the latest on the consular access for Kulbhushan Jadhav. India today got the first consular access for Kulbhushan Jadhav, the first time in 3 years. India's Deputy High Commissioner Gaurav Ahluwalia met Kulbhushan Jadhav at a sub-jail for 2 hours. The meeting started earlier in the afternoon. The 2-hour-long meeting, which took place at a Pakistani sub-jail, concluded at around 3 p.m. It's still not clear if any Pakistani diplomat was present in the room when that meeting was taking place. India had accepted Pakistan's offer of consular access, hoping that Islamabad will ensure the right atmosphere so that the meeting is free, fair, meaningful and effective in keeping with the letter and spirit of the International Court of Justice orders. Pakistan's second proposal for consular access was announced on Sunday. Islamabad had first sent the proposal for consular access on the 30th of July, but India had rejected it since it was partial consular access. Pakistani proposals had 2 riders, one that Pakistani security personnel will be present in that meeting and there will be CCTV cameras present in the room. India had rejected that offer, stating that this was in complete violation of the Vienna Convention, which guarantees unimpeded consular access. This was the second time that Pakistan made the offer for consular access and had stated that it would be done in line with the Vienna Convention on Consular Relations. On the 17th of July, in its verdict, the President of the International Court of Justice had ruled that Pakistan was under an obligation to inform Kulbhushan Jadhav without further delay of his rights and to provide Indian consular officers access to him in accordance with Article 36 of the Vienna Convention on Consular Ties. India approached the offer of consular access with utmost caution because last time when the mother and wife of Kulbhushan Jadhav had been allowed to meet him, the meeting was carried out with a glass screen separating them, and later the entire episode was also used by Pakistan for its propaganda. Now, India maintains that Kulbhushan Jadhav is a retired naval officer who was illegally abducted by Pakistan from Iran, where he was running his business. And our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibbal, has been getting us the very latest. Let's go straight across to him. Siddhant, at this point, do we have more clarity on how the meeting transpired? Before I take that to you, let's also get in a quick update from Anas Mallick, who's also joining us, our Pakistan Bureau Chief. Anas, coming to you first on how the meeting, what's the latest that you're gathering in terms of how the meeting transpired and what really went on?
Well, the meeting between Kulbhushan Jadhav and the Indian Deputy High Commissioner on account of consular access lasted for about 2 hours and 14 minutes. The Indian Deputy High Commissioner Gaurav Ahluwalia entered this building right behind me at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs around 10:15 a.m. in the morning. The time was given that till about 10:30 he would get to the Pakistani Ministry of Foreign Affairs, from where he would then be taken to a sub-jail where Kulbhushan Jadhav is being kept at, and that is exactly how it happened. The meeting started at about 15 past 12, and it started about 12:15 p.m. Pakistan time. It lasted till about 2:30 p.m. Pakistan time as well. So that lasted for about 2 hours 14 minutes. What we can confirm that Pakistani side is to release a statement in a while from now. What we cannot confirm is that it is still unclear that whether the Pakistani diplomats or officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs who were accompanying the Indian Deputy High Commissioner, whether they were inside that very room or not. But what we can confirm that at least 2 officials from the Pakistani Ministry of Foreign Affairs were accompanying the Indian Deputy High Commissioner. Yes, Molly.
All right, coming to you now, Siddhant, what Anas is telling us is that the meeting lasted about 2 hours and we are awaiting for an official statement from the Pakistani side. But what have you been able to gather from the Ministry of External Affairs here?
Well, Molly, answering your first question first, which you were asking on clarity. Well, as of now, there is no clarity on what transpired. But as Anas said, that there will be a statement from Islamabad. So there will be a statement from New Delhi as well in roughly 30 minutes or 1 hour's time, in which India, of course, will present its entire view. But let me tell you, this is not the first time this council meeting is happening. There will be more such meetings happening between Indian diplomats and Kulbhushan Jadhav. So this is just a start of a long legal battle which India took to the World Court in Hague, and after that victory, India got consular access to Kulbhushan Jadhav. And also on the meeting, well, the meeting started at 12 noon Pakistan Standard Time, and WION was the first channel to break that news and continued for, as I said, more than 2 hours for 14 minutes, in which the Indian Deputy High Commissioner was present. This meeting, of course, took place at a jail, at a sub-jail, and not at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Pakistan. This start has been made, but let me tell you, today's meeting is important because this punches the hole in the Pakistani narrative since 5th of August that India and Pakistan are going towards a war. Clearly, there are engagements happening between India and Pakistan, whether it's Kulbhushan Jadhav or whether it's Kartarpur. Remember, the third meeting of Kartarpur will take place on 4th of September. When India and Pakistan are talking, whether it's on Kulbhushan or Kartarpur, the issue which Pakistan has been trying to raise on Kashmir clearly is a non-issue. It clearly shows that Islamabad and New Delhi are talking, and there is no case for a war between both the countries, as the Railway Minister of Pakistan mentioned.
All right, so we are awaiting further confirmation from both Pakistan and India, but as of now, we do know that the meeting has concluded. What exactly transpired, and did Pakistan abide by the Vienna Convention as far as that meeting is concerned? We are awaiting further details on that aspect.